Signpost number 2, words from the wiser. So along the way, right, he meets this old guy, last name of Black, as you can imagine. This old guy has not left his apartment for like 60 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy, because he's like, what do you call it, claustrophobic. He's really afraid of the outdoors. So the only thing that will get this older Mr. Black out of his apartment is to go on this journey with Oscar. So it's really like this unlikely friendship that they have going on. One of their stops is to the Empire State Building, because a woman named Ruth Black lives at the top floor of the Empire State Building. Now, knowing what you know about Oscar, how did his dad die? Right, so he is terrified of anything higher than his apartment building because he assumes that it's the next target. Okay, so here is, so the signpost is about how an older character gives advice to a younger character. Here we have Oscar and this Mr. Black attempting to go up the elevator of the Empire State Building. I told him I felt like I couldn't do it, and he said it was okay. I felt like I couldn't do it. I told him it was the thing that I was most afraid of. He said he could understand why. I wanted him to disagree with me, but he wouldn't, so I had no way to argue. I told him I would wait for him in the lobby, and he said, fine, okay, and then I said, I'll go. So I think this was wise on the older Mr. Black's part to just kind of validate Oscar's fears, and it actually gets Oscar up in that elevator. Here's what Oscar's thinking about, poor guy, as they go up in the elevator. I thought about all of the things that everyone ever says to each other and how everyone is going to die, whether it's in a millisecond or days or months or 76.5 years if you were just born. Everything that has that's born has to die, which means our lives are like skyscrapers. The smoke rises at different speeds, but they're all on fire and we're all trapped. All right, so clearly this kid is in kind of a bad way when it comes to, you know, what this mark that his dad's death has left on him. And then finally, I think I was most perturbed the whole story about the mom. I'm like, what mom lets a 9-year-old kid with autism, it doesn't matter, any 9-year-old, wander around New York? I mean, he walks from sunup to sundown on this little lock quest. What mom lets their kid do that? I just didn't get it. Okay, and so it's kind of the contradiction / aha moment, because she seems like a loving mother, but I couldn't understand why she was so neglectful of her son until the aha moment. And it comes, oh boy, did I mark it? Yeah, on page 291. We find out that mom has talked ahead of time to all of the potential Mr. and Mrs. Blacks that he's going to be seeing. And that shows how she cares about him, because it takes a lot of time to do that. So to represent that, I have my Barbie cell phone, because it must have taken mom a long time to go through the alphabet and say, hi, you're probably going to get a visit from my son. You know, it's okay. He's not a weirdo. Here's what he's doing. Okay, so we found out later that mom has had a hand in this whole thing, and that made me feel much better about mom. Okay, the final signpost, or actually prop that I just want to show you, I probably should have shared it right after that quote from Oscar, right? Feeling trapped and that all skyscrapers are going to fall. Have you ever seen a flip book? Okay, I'm going to attempt to do this flip book. It's not going to go so high. Okay, so what I want you to notice, what do you think this is?
Hey, can we turn off the...
Yes, you can. Walter, thanks. So any guesses what this big black thing could be?
Is that the building?
Yeah, that's,
The tower?
why am I blanking? The Twin Towers.
The Twin Towers?
Okay, this is a very grainy picture. This is all Oscar has. And he's always wondered if that body is his dad. And he takes that photo and he tries to zoom in to see if that's a body. Right, did you know that? People were so desperate they jumped out of the windows.
Yeah.
Okay, so watch what happens to the body. I'm going to try to do this flip book. I don't know if it's going to happen. Watch that body. Maybe. Let me see how I can do this, Walter. Do you see where the body's going?
Oh.
Why is it going Oh, that's so cool. That's a cool inference, Walter. I think that's what the little boy hopes.
That like as soon as his dad died.
Yeah.
Left,
He just realized if I do the flip book in reverse, it actually takes my dad to a cool place. Yeah. He also wishes he could reverse the day and have that moment back. And instead of screening his dad, he picks up the phone to say goodbye one last time.
Wait, did he know that his dad was in the building?
He didn't suspect it at the time.
Then why did he stop? Why didn't he want to answer to his dad?
I don't know. I don't know. And that's what he will continue to ask himself. That's the tough question of the book. All right, so that concludes my book talk. Thank you.